Happy New Year, everyone. We are having matcha, adapter latte, functional mushroom matcha, and I have the original and the decaf, and I've been really enjoying them as a swap out for one of my coffees because I have a pretty bad coffee habit. It's just nice to have something a little bit different. A few more health benefits. I never thought I would be a person that would like matcha. I thought it would taste like absolute garbage because I don't really like green tea, but so good. Code is Anna Davey if you want to get any functional mushroom beverages. Anyway, we need to talk about 2026. Big news, I guess. I really didn't plan on competing in 2026. My retirement was meant to be Oceanics in 2024, end of 2024, Oceanics. Those people that have been here for a while would know that that was the competition where I broke my ankle after rupturing my ACL in June, making a miraculous recovery just with rehab, no surgery. So just YOLOing without my ACL, doing my own rehab, winning the first comp that I had back with no ACL, going on, doing really well for the season, and then it was going to be Oceanics and I was going to retire because I was 35 years old. Unfortunately, I broke my ankle on the third qualification boulder. Guys, I can't go out like that. I'm just not the kind of person to go out on someone else's terms. I don't think that's retiring on my terms. We're going again. Oceanics, if it weren't that Oceanics has been brought up to the start of the year instead of the end of the year, I wouldn't do it. But it's in February, guys, end of February. So we're locking in. We are training for Oceanics. I'm super excited. Ankle feels good, knee feels good. I guess I've just started training because yeah, it was kind of a shock that it was like, oh, because I did do state titles last year just in case I wanted to go to nationals. So I just wanted to make sure I had that qualification card, and then nationals just didn't happen. So I was like, fine. And then when it was like, oh, it's going to be at the start of the year and it's Oceanics, I was like, vengeance must be served. This video is my first comp sim. It's January 5th. So the route setters basically took a break over the Christmas, New Year's holidays. We haven't had any new boulders. Now, first new set, it's upstairs. Not the best set to do a comp sim on, but yeah, I've picked 5 boulders. We're doing 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off. I'm just gonna voice over these, but it's more about just having a look what competition mindset I'm in. Only allowing myself to choose red tags and green tags, so the hardest ones of the set. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I'm just gonna take you along for my journey all the way to Oceanics. Now, in terms of the channel, you know, I haven't been uploading because life is too busy for me at the moment, but I've just bought a new camera, guys, so I think I might be invested. I've just bought a new Sony, which I'm not filming on today because I haven't got it all set up yet, but I've just bought a new Sony a7 III. We're gonna get the vlogs back up and running and just take you on this journey. Thank you for being here. If you're still here, if you are new here, if you've just stumbled across this, please subscribe so the monetization almost pays off for my very expensive camera. I need a new lens for that. My Samyang lenses have not been doing so well to me, so I'm going to hit up Maxim for some new lenses. Any videographers out there, you can use my code for Maxim and get a huge saving off lenses. 10% off a really expensive lens, you know, is like $200. This is so good. I hope everyone's had a great start to the year. Let's see how this comp sim goes today. All right, we are in the gym and this is the whole new reset. It's the top section of Portside O'Connor, and I'm just walking around and selecting my boulders for the comp sim. They need to be either reds or greens. So I think the first one I'm gonna go for is this red tag. X-Cult holds my absolute favorite, so they always come up in comp, so it should be a really good one. It doesn't actually look that hard, so this is gonna be like a have to flash one. The next one, I've got this red tag, and this looks quite hard. These holds are so slippery. I absolutely hate them, those crimps, but it's also got one of my favorite morphos, those horrible crimps again, and then morpho. So that looks like a pretty moderate hard one. And then we've got the yellow red tag. This one looks really, really hard. It would be like a decider in a qualifications or a semis. I was trying to look for a classic hard slab, but there wasn't one. So I've just got this red tag dyno-y thing. And then I need a coordination style dyno. So I've selected this mystery tag blue, which looks about a red tag. Let's get warm. It's like 10 a.m. but already 35 degrees Celsius. So this is gonna be spicy. So just so you know, because I get lots of questions about this, I did not just jump straight into a comp sim. I've already spent 15 minutes in the gym warming up with bands and some scapular activation, etc., a bit of mobility work, and then I start from the easiest boulders. The scale goes pink, white, yellow, blue, red, green. So yeah, I start from the pinks and then just go for the comp sim. I'm just going to go all the way through the blue. So I'm just on the blues now, and I did every single blue that was set. I think the blues are like V3 to V5 range. I had a variety of no hand slabs here, which I absolutely love, but they had just 3 easy ones and then one that just looked like it was just going to be stupidly hard, more like a men's quali, so I didn't add that in my comp sim. But yeah, I really love these kind of no hands confidence move slabs. Feeling pretty good today. All right, ready to go on boulder number 1. So it is 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off, and let's just see what happens. As I expected, that was going to be one of the easy ones of the round, but it's a great first boulder for confidence building. And then the next one, I decided I would go into the jump. Interesting with this one, I actually thought like the jump would be quite tricky and I was overthinking that jump, but it was actually pretty simple. And then the next volume was kind of far away, so I had to like pogo kind of throw to it. But the hard bit was actually this middle sequence here. This hold that I've just grabbed with my left hand is the slipperiest hold I've ever felt in my life, combined with the slipperiest foot I've ever felt in my life and the slippery volume. That was pretty hard to get around, but once I got into this one, I knew I was pretty smooth sailing. So we are into the yellow red, and I was pretty sure that this was going to be the hard one of the round, and I was not wrong. The start was already like super off balance and weird, and I'm having a little bit of trouble getting to this crimp. And once I finally figured out I could just kind of pop to that crimp, I have bumped to the next volume to realize I'm like feeling very spanned out. So I don't know if you've had that sensation when your arms are pretty much straight and you can't really get your legs where you want them to be. Like ideally I want to have a heel hook, but I can't get my legs in there because I can't bend away from the wall. So here's just me problem solving, trying to troubleshoot how to get around this move, and I went with the drop knee, which felt like it could work, but it was going to be really hard. Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous of people that have longer arms with this one because I really wanted to get a heel hook in there. I just don't think throwing to the crimp is going to work because the left kind of volume thing was so bad, and then the other crimp was quite bad, so you would just end up with no opposition. But 5 minutes gone, and I guess I would have got the zone on that one. All right, moving on, we are onto this stand-up slab thing. I think on reading I thought I would just be able to stand up and stay there, or I would be able to pistol squat it out, but because the wall is steep, I really can't. So I'm bit by bit piecing together that I am going to need to get some sort of foot on the jib that's on the undercling as well, but let's just see what happens. So yeah, I finally did realize that I needed to get my foot onto that hold at the same time. And then, so that right thing, that kind of green hold that you see there is not a hold, it's just like a plate. I don't even know the purpose of it. So you can't use that to stand up. So it's all in the leg, and it's like standing up without being able to use your hips or any momentum. Like it's the weirdest sensation, but I just didn't feel like I could go anywhere. So we are moving on. So the last boulder I've got in my comp sim is this red one, which I thought would be moderate to hard. And yeah, as soon as I pulled on, I knew I was going to actually have to try pretty hard. But I lost my flash on this one because I failed to see a red hold for a foothold, which is like super essential, which is a big no-no. When you were up in that position, it's kind of hid underneath the orange jug. I just didn't see it, so I thought I had to stand in the crack, desperately trying to stand in this crack. And with that, there's not enough tension on the hand because the hand's really bad. And yeah, I got scared and kind of just jumped off. When I got down off the wall and rested and had a look at the boulder again, I saw the foot and I was just so angry with myself. And you will see that I actually get up this boulder super easy after, but that's kind of why I'm out of practice in terms of comp sim. Like, you really should be understanding and having an exact plan where your feet and hands are going to go before you jump on, and I didn't really do that. I was just trying to feel it out, but as you can see, when I eventually just plant that foot, I can actually ride a heel hook all the way to the end, and this should have been a boulder that should have been an easy flash. So the result of that comp sim is I got 3 tops out of 5, and I got the zones on all, so not too bad for a start, but yeah, was a little bit grumpy about this one. So debrief. I suck. I'm kidding. 3 out of 5 boulders and got the zones. I could not go anywhere from that stand up, and I only got there once. So I was doing 5 minutes, right? So I only got there once. So I didn't have another opportunity to try that stand up. But that stand up, when you're stuck with no handholds, the right hand, by the way, was just a flat disc. You can't hold anything there. That when you have your knee tucked in there and you're on a slab and you have to stand up far, that for me is a weakness and something I need to learn how to generate. Like, I couldn't bend down because there was not enough space, but figure out how to generate from a position like this with no hands. Weird movement. Yeah, I gotta work on that. The only reason why I fell off the red is because I didn't spot a foothold while I was up there. Purple was easy. The jump in there was like, the jump was actually easy, but the middle section was slippery, but I was happy with the flash. Yellow, I was way too spanned out and I just could not figure out how to get into this crimp. Like, I wanted to heel hook, but my arms were so stretched out, I didn't have any space to get my hand in. 3 tops and 5, all of the zones, 5 zones. Good start. We've got some work to do. More comp sims required, more training required. I hope I can really lock in, honestly, and just get all my confidence back. We've got about 7 weeks of hard training. Let's just see what this old girl can do. I'm 37 years old. I should be the oldest there. I generally am second or third oldest. I'm not sure if some of the late 30s are still going this year. It's in Sydney, so I get to see my family. That's another bonus that I was going. Wish me luck. Stay along for the journey. Please do comment, like, and subscribe, and Happy New Year again. See you in the next vlog.